Please turn your sound on to hear full explanations of our answers. Thank you. The question is Forex trading the same thing as gambling? Because a lot of people say, you know, it's a casino out there, it's just gambling. And my answer to that is, in some respects, yes, but with a distinction. Now, I want you to listen carefully, because so many people out there misunderstand Forex, and this is really going to give you a much better idea of what it's about. Now, there's two types of gambling, right? Now, what is gambling anyway at the end of the day? Gambling is you make a prediction about something, and you believe that you're going to be right, and then you're willing to put your money where your mouth is, and you're forced to go to a bookies, and the bookie gives you a price. Now, the problem with most gambling until the last 10 years or so was that when you go to the bookie to get that price, he gives you a terrible price, because he's paying for his staff, he's paying for the building, and he's also banking a nice healthy profit, so that the price that you end up with is actually a terrible price. It's a price that's so bad that no matter how good you think you are at predicting, you're probably still going to lose money. Now, that's changed because today we have something called betting exchanges. And betting exchanges have such high volume and high liquidity, and the fact that you can bet on, you can either offer bets or you can place bets yourself. It works both ways. That it's actually become a type of trading, and the transactional cost of making a bet or offering a bet has gone down really, really low. And that means now that when you're starting out with your predictions, that you don't already have this stupid, ridiculous cost to overcome just to become profitable. Now we have in betting like that, that's trading. That is, you know, there are people who are using logic. They're not using their emotions. They're not looking at a sports team and going, oh, you know, I feel it. They're going to win. They're going to win, because that's no way to be serious about betting. You know, gambling, betting, and to make money out of it. But if you use logic, if you work out the factors, if you look at the past form, if you try and use that, and you try and develop a system that says if X and Y happens, then I'm going to do Z, then you can make money out of betting, and that includes things like poker as well. Poker is just like trading, as you'll see shortly. In poker, it's all about grasping your emotions and rejecting them, and only betting, only playing a hand, or only making decisions with your hand based on pure logic, which is, what are the cards that you can see, what are the cards that my opponents might have, and actually bringing it down to the point where you're looking at it based on probabilities of cards, pure mathematics. Now, Forex is so much like poker, especially, and the rest of gambling, that you should look at it. To be profitable, you shouldn't be greedy. You should never, for example, in Forex, make a trade if you don't have a reason to trade, because you're bored or something, or because you're greedy and you want to make some money, even though you don't actually have a logical reason to make that particular trading decision. In Forex, you should never, if you're riding a profit and all the logic tells you that you should hold on to that trade and keep riding that trade and getting more and more profitable, you should never get too fearful that it's going to turn and go against you, and so you therefore decide to exit the trade early, and you miss out on money that you should have had. And you should never, for example, just like in gambling, when a gambler, he loses money and then he goes back and he doubles down, he bets double the amount, hoping to win it all back. Let me tell you, this happens in Forex all the time. People let their emotions get too much to them, and they lose money. So they think, on the next trade, I'm going to trade 2 or 3 times instead and try and win back what I lost. This is what a friend of mine did, and I kept telling him that he wasn't. Well, see, when he was doing really good, he thought it was down to his own abilities. And then when he started to do bad and doubling down like this on his trading, I told him, what are you doing? You're not using your logic. You know, the reason you won before is because you were lucky, and the reason you're losing now is because you're too pig-headed to pull out of the trade that you're losing. So Forex, gambling, all of these things they are all the same. I don't actually like the word gambling. I prefer to call it betting or playing poker or whatever, because gambling implies that you are being reckless, that you are throwing away money. This is not what smart people who do. This is not what smart bettors do. This is not what smart forex traders do. They don't gamble. They're smart. They use logic. They learn as much about their market as possible, and they only use logic. And they are aware that their emotions are trying to bend their decision-making process, but they won't let it happen. And that is the difference. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Listen, I just want to tell you before you go, for best results, and by best results I mean if you want to become that logical trader, if you want to become the consistent and profitable trader, then I want to recommend to you a great resource below. It's a website. If you click on the link in the description box below, it's a website created by one of the best traders in the world, and this guy teaches a kind of way of trading. It's not a single system that is unknown and it cannot be modified or adapted, or it's not flexible. This is more a way of trading, a sort of ethos of trading. He teaches this, allows guys to have the self-discipline to completely separate their emotions from their trading decision processes, and in doing so he's helped traders who've even lost a lot of money in the past to recover and to do much better now and to not make those same mistakes that they used to make. So I want to recommend that link to you. It's down below. Please click on that link. It's going to blow you away, and it's going to make you a better trader too. So check it out, and I'll see you soon in my next video. Take care.